Good afternoon, everybody. This is your boy D Mac. So, parents, we got to talk. This is not a message for the woke community. This is not a message that's up for debate with anybody and dealing with sexual orientation or anything like that. This is for parents. On the 23rd of September, there was a board meeting in Fairfax, Virginia, at Fairfax High School because parents discovered that there was literature in the school that has been promoting pedophilia. And it's not a subtle promotion, it's not light propaganda. This is very graphic, very detailed pedophilia uh, literature. It is describing sexual acts between a grown man and a child. And during this board meeting, when this mother, this concerned parent who had the actual literature, she had it to show, she had all of the proof necessary. And as she went through and she began to read excerpts from this, one of the board members had the unmitigated audacity to open her mouth and say, "Ma'am, we have children in here." As if to say that that's inappropriate for children that was in their presence. But these are the same books and literature that's in the school library. So how hypocritical does she sound to say that there are children in the room and it's inappropriate for them, but yet this same literature, this same sick propaganda is in the high schools. And that's just in that one high school, just in Fairfax County alone. So we're not even talking about the rest of Virginia or the rest of the country. Where else is this literature hiding out? What other libraries in what schools is this literature hiding out in? I've been telling people for the longest that P is the next letter going on to that whole acronym, the alphabet boys. You know who I'm talking about. The P is next because they're all falling in under the same banner of civil rights and freedom of expression. This is what freedom of expression is bringing to the world. This is what it's going to bring to your very doorstep. So I want you to understand why you're out here scared to speak up about these people who are wanting freedom of expression, what they're really entailing. I've stated before that this is along the same lines. They just changed the wording of Aleister Crowley's "do what thou wilt" is the whole of the law. This is what it is. So now you see that we have a pedophile in politics who's an open pedophile who is advocating for pedophilia. You have NAMBLA, which is the North American Man Boy Love Association, who are lobbying to sleep with children. And now you have this literature that is popping up in schools all across the country, in the libraries, but they want to get rid of critical race theory. Oh, it's fine for your child to stumble across a book where it's talking about having sex with a grown man as a child, but God forbid we talk about critical race theory in this country, because that's what's tearing the country apart. I don't, well, no, I sometimes I say I don't get it. I really do get it. And when I say I don't get it, I don't get why people are not fighting against this. I don't get why no one sees the urgency in this. I don't get why parents are so afraid to confront something that can potentially destroy their child. This is something that could potentially destroy their whole entire life. And I know, as somebody who has been violated by an adult as a child, what type of problems it brings to your life. And so as a parent, this is for the parents. As a parent, if you can't see that far into your child's future and know what this would do to them, Just come and ask me. I'll tell you. There's so many survivors out here who will tell you the end results for your child if they ever get caught in that type of situation. So you have a choice to make, parents. You're gonna have to stand up and stop worrying about what's politically correct and what's acceptable in the society and stand up for what's right. Protect your children. How about that? Now, I agree with Boosie on that part right there. There's a lot of other stuff that I don't agree with what he was saying, but protecting the children is number one. And y'all are doing a lousy job, parents. I have to say that right now. Um, but yeah, man, where do we go from here? I tell you, the next letter that's going to come after the P, which is pedophilia, the next letter coming after that is going to be B, and B stands for bestiality. So go ahead and prepare yourself for that as well, because it's coming down the pipeline right after P gets established and it becomes acceptable in society. I don't know what it's going to take to get people to open their eyes and really stand up and speak against the spirit of Baphomet that is running rampant and taking over the world right now, because that's exactly what it is. It's Baphomet, the spirit of Baphomet. And if anybody knows about Baphomet, Baphomet is male and female. It has penis, it has breast, and it represents the duality of sexual nature. And so that's where your lines get blurred and you can do what thou wilt, sleep with whoever you want. That's what Aleister Crowley taught. That's what Aleister Crowley indulged in. And that's what these people are accepting. And we have to also understand that a lot of this is Egyptology. A lot of the Egyptian practices from back in the days were accepted by these people in these secret societies, and these rituals that they hold are those Egyptian rituals that they practice. And it gets a lot deeper than that. I can go into scripture where it talks about how we would be brought in ships to Egypt, and America is the new symbolic sign of Egypt because of the Egyptology that is being practiced by these secret society groups. But that's too heavy. We can't get into that right now. We got to keep our focus on the pedophilia. So let's just know and understand that pedophilia is going to be lobbied for to become the norm. And if we don't stand for something now, then you're going to see more and more children get snatched up off the street in broad daylight. You're going to have more and more reports of children missing. You're going to have more Haitian children being abducted and taken and put in sex trafficking rings. This is about your children now. So do you really love your children, or do you love the lie that you've been told? You have a choice to make, parents. This is your boy D-Mac. Y'all know what I say. Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. Go and check out that story. It's in Fairfax, Virginia. Fairfax, Virginia. If you need to, look at my thumbnail, and the information is on the thumbnail if they don't try to block it out or something like that, because we know that this is a large global circuit that runs these sex trafficking rings and this man boy love crap. So we need to kick it out. We need to take a stand and get rid of this stuff in the life of our children, because at some point, if we don't deal with it now, we're going to have a reckoning later on, just like we're dealing with right now with the Lil Nas X crap. This is your boy D-Mac. You know what I say? Sticks and stones can break your bones, but the word can always heal you. I'm out.